Just footsack your mouth and listen. It's a no-through show, guys.
Great to have you here, Derrick. This is a no-through show with Greg and Bruno, recorded right here on the P3 Studios, in the P3 Studios, and around the P3 Studios on Moffat Avenue, Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. Let me tell you what, Derrick, obviously, we're here with Bruno. It is Greg and Bruno no-through show. Derrick is part of our creative team. He is the photographic director. So great to have you on the show on the season finale. We forgot to mention for the last two guys. This is the season finale. By the way, Mike Tyson's greatest opponent is the letter S.
Shame. It's been great to watch you guys this whole time. I mean, we sit behind the glass and laugh at you, fact check, and we do all this nonsense. And
no fact checking whatsoever.
I do all the fact checking.
And by glass, do you mean beer?
That's exactly what I mean. We stand just over there on the other side of the glass and we laugh at you guys and all the nonsense you talk. And then I go home and edit all these videos.
And the last edit you might have a bit more work on. Anyway, so, but that's beside the point, guys. You know, Derrick, you're quite an avid golfer. You are literally living the bachelor's dream here from suburbs, Bulawayo, unmarried, unchilded, wealthy family. I mean, he's playing golf 5 times a week. He doesn't eat at home. He only eats at restaurants.
Well, hold on. Are we going to see you entering professional golf at some point?
No, you're not.
Why not? We need this.
I'm not quite that good. You know.
Well, what are you?
I'm just
What's
living
your handicap?
At the moment.
Yeah.
No, don't say what's at the moment. Say what it was.
It was a 6.5 at the beginning of the year. I've been playing like rubbish.
6.5. Well, first of all, I don't understand the 0.5, but you tried to explain it to me the other day. Obviously, other people which know, because I don't even understand golf. I'm going to tell you right now.
Well, look, you could say it's a 7. You know, it's 6.5, and then they always bump it up to 7.
Right,
it depends on the course that you're playing on.
It shouldn't be called golf in some of our opinions. It should be called damn it to hell. Let's go have a game of damn it to hell, everyone.
For sure. Or words we can't repeat.
Yeah, well, Mark Twain said the best thing ever about golf. Well, you know, him and myself obviously play the same sort of game. He said it's like a good walk spoiled.
Yeah. And when you say you play bad, what was your handicap when you last played?
I've been down to a 16 before, but I'm at an 18.
Come on, are you sure?
And now, because I'm a ringer, I just play off a 24, and that's why I get 70 points. Whoop, whoop.
You know, I've been trying to hustle these two boys into a game together. I haven't played with them for a long time.
Derrick. And you know what happened the last time we played, didn't you?
I know. I remember what happened last time, but since then, I've actually played worse than that. It was last week, I told you. I played even worse than that.
I understand. I know you're trying to make me feel better about that. No,
I'm not trying to make you feel better, but I feel worse.
Yeah,
Derrick,
okay.
I just worry me when you say I've been trying to play with these two boys. You know, and
First of all, I see where you're coming from there.
I know where
Greg,
it's going.
But that use of the word boys as well makes this is really bad.
All right, okay, I'm going to take this, I'm going to swing this convo into a different direction here. I want to talk about, because Derrick's got some very interesting points of view, even though he doesn't know it yet, but I know he does. All right, so I've been reading up a bit of humor about the Banana Wars, which is not a gay porn
There's a
movie.
CBC thing, the Banana Wars.
So
Is this a different direction?
So this could be, it could be a cross between gay porn and Star Wars. I don't know, but it isn't. So the CIA at the end of the day have been profiteering or did profiteer from drug smuggling since the Korean War in 1949 all the way up to Nam. And, you know, I did a bit of reading up on it, and there's been so many accusations, and it's still quite controversial, but they were, why did they do that? Obviously for money, but why did they need the money? Why did they need the money?
Maybe they also wanted to get high.
No, but what they used to do is that they used to fund secret wars. Now, the monies couldn't come from the state coffers. You know, they had to come from somewhere that was untraceable. So they used to transport the heroin and opium.
That's fine. I mean, we all know war is money.
Choose a side and then fund that dictator or leader or
warlord
or whatever. And that's how they would destabilize the region and get what they wanted from that region.
Is there a question in this?
There's no direction here. It's just
We should
just
all
go.
get jobs in the CIA.
For sure.
I've been
Basically.
trying for years, man.
Yeah, from Zim, I think you're on a downward spiral on that one, my
You
friend.
would
I'm
sooner,
still
You are
trying.
still being investigated by CIA first, and then you can apply
you would
for a
sooner
job.
get a job in the Banana Wars video.
The other Banana Wars video. Hey, so listen, the war is the money. Drugs are money, but war is money. I mean, we
It's
did this.
profound.
There was a statistic which I put on when we used to do for facts' sakes, which we should actually do because it's
Yeah.
always nice to have facts.
Next season.
And I'm trying to remember if it was the Vietnam War. For the Vietnam War, it was 100 and something thousand rounds to kill one person, and in the Syrian War, was it the Syrian War? Yeah, I think it was the Syrian War. It was 225,000 rounds per kill. 225,000 rounds.
That's
And
money. So Lord of War, the Nicolas
You know?
Cage movie, which was
kind
based
of
on...
you, they should
I
just
mean,
get
that's-
better marksmen.
Oh, it's getting worse
Man,
and worse
this war
now,
doesn't
man.
need to be so
Come on.
expensive.
Or a bullet's just getting cheaper. What?
Yeah.
What
No,
I
is
mean,
the story?
if you were a proper, fighter from the good times of fighting, that's 220,000 rounds is 300,000 kills.
It was basically one axe was one kill.
Sure,
I
you
mean,
got
how
a
long
knife.
do you pull out of his head and use again?
I only shot
How long
one
do you have
round,
to hold
killed
your
10,000
finger on
men
the trigger before you make a kill? 220,000.
permanently. Permanently until your tour is over. One kill cost the government, $20,000 of ammo.
Just stay
One
spraying.
owns dead, maybe.
The milkman. One of your own friendly fire.
I wonder how many of those rounds were friendly fire. Yeah, that's heavy. So imagine you making the rounds is lead, gunpowder.
That's
Yeah,
the
the
business to be
cartridge.
in, man. Making all that.
Yeah. Well,
The
it's only
guns,
good
the
if there's
ammo.
war.
Yeah.
So money is in
Which-
war.
Which is why a lot of the certain aspects of the American ruling elite are obviously not that happy with Trump because he is not making war. War is money for the founding families, let's call
Yeah.
them.
100%. And they have, the Americans have a massive military. And even their budget it's in the trillions, isn't it? So, drugs is a small player, I think.
Yeah,
in this
well,
whole
It's
story.
huge money. I mean, you look at some previous presidents were linked to the big boys, Lockheed Martin, all the arms manufacturers, the ammunition manufacturers. These guys, they need war because otherwise they
You don't sell
their money-
rounds if you just have a gun for home protection because you're not going to shoot anyone. You'll have the same bullet
You
your whole
can
life.
have a gun.
Yeah.
It's going to be
And
loaded
it's
and then a box.
One in the chamber
The end.
to end it all.
In Zim, your life could be any time.
So listen up. I mean, speaking of American presidents, I see old Big Joe Biden. We spoke about it earlier. I mean, this dude. I don't know if you saw his speech yesterday or this morning, whenever it was.
I
on the
just
shank
saw that
watching
he
it.
got
He
nominated.
got nominated to be the Democratic leader and run for the president up against the Supreme Leader, Donald J. Jackson Trump. That's not his real name, but
We should make it a different name every time.
yeah. So, but Joe Biden is like slightly incoherent, and he was reading.
Slightly
He was
incoherent.
reading like the.
That's why he identifies with
But he
us.
was reading
Yeah.
this story.
How
It
much?
was like I'm just saying that it was like the first time he had ever seen the speech.
Maybe it was.
Some of his expressions were in the wrong place. I mean, it was literally like they were propping him up.
Well,
and
isn't that
making-
what you want
I suppose.
if you're an arms manufacturer? I mean, come on, man. You don't want even someone who's alive. Just make him look alive.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Decisions can be made. And nowadays, as you say, you don't need to. It's ventriloquist's time to shine with all the masks.
oh, hey, hold. There's a good story that you were telling us about earlier. There is a gun that's been made that you can shoot at someone's face, and it shoots a mask right
Literally
onto
like this. Wraps around your
One of
head.
those
You're
corona
protected now.
masks.
Yeah.
So those people that are anti-maskers around the world that are like, it's all right not
they
to
get
wear a
shot
mask.
in the
You
face.
just get shot in the face.
100%. Shot in the face with help and love. I mean,
I think
damn
we
it.
need one of those. I just feel like it's a Spider-Man story, you know.
Yeah, remember that? I actually remember the one where he keeps on shooting those mouth, is it?
And that's exactly where they probably got it from. Stan Lee is raised from the dead and he's made masks.
Except it's not so sophisticated. It's more like a sawn-off.
Like a shotgun, a 9-gauge.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So, hey, tell us, Derrick, what's been happening this week in the life of the D?
I've had a crazy week. I've been fighting with pandas. So I had a big fisticuffs with them. We had
Okay,
the
hold on. Wait,
police,
people
we had-
don't know. People don't know what pandas are. So
tell
just
us.
explain what a
Right,
panda
so
is for the overseas people.
Basically, what I do for work, I'm a gold miner, and I have these illegal pandas. They roll up onto my property and they try and get down into the shaft, and get underground and steal from me. And the
Steal
other
my
day,
gold.
they steal the gold bearing ore. And the other day, I bust them.
Did you actually catch them
I
like red-handed?
actually caught them red-handed trying to load this
How
truck up.
many thousands of bullets did you use for one kill?
Oh, there were no bullets, but it was
two fisticuff
it was
bullets.
it was quite a wild situation. There was a little bit of a fisticuffs, and then the police got the police involved and kind of sorted it out. But it was quite wild.
So,
You know-
so hold on, because this is we're dealing with, obviously you're dealing with gold. It's not as glamorous as maybe people out there think. It's
It's
not like
much
you're
more
just pulling gold.
glamorous.
But what is the
Golf
recourse for
5
this?
times a
Because
week.
obviously they're stealing, but they know that most of the people which are dealing with gold, and money, there's security, and those security people could be armed. They are aware of the risks, right? So it can. So obviously the potential for the situation to get out of hand is quite high.
Yeah, look, I keep my security down to an absolute minimum. I understand that guys
Maybe
are
not something you want to
guys
tell
are-
people.
Just
No,
one,
no, but I mean, look, those guys are not listening to the No Through show. I
one
guarantee you.
panga only.
I kind of understand it. We got massive unemployment in Zimbabwe, so I understand that
So you should
guys are
employ
hungry.
more owns for security.
No, but what I've done is I've got basically a plot of land where I'm mining, and I
Right.
also have the next 4 plots over where that belong to me. And I gave them. I said, "You guys go and do your thing. Like I understand you guys are starving. There's unemployment, whatever. Go do your thing over there. Just don't get in my space. That where I'm working now." And they keep coming into my space.
Why?
And I've given them.
Is it because
Well,
it's
because
easier
that's
that
where
way?
the gold is, and over there where I gave them, there's not much.
Okay,
This
fair enough.
is a true colonialist, I'm telling you.
So it's okay, but I understand
No,
that
but
you've done your
they
thing.
can do their thing there.
Exactly.
They can make a living there.
Yeah.
But they come to me where it's more. They can get more.
They
And
can
I
get
said,
more,
like,
yeah, for
listen,
sure.
guys, and I've given them warning after warning. Like, please.
So
you
now
need to
what?
be away.
What happens now?
Well, now they've basically been given an ultimatum. The next time I see them on my place, you get arrested. It's come to that.
That bad.
What-
An
ah,
ultimatum. You get
arrested.
food now.
Well, what more am I going to do? I can't do anything more. I'm not going to be.
Why don't you
You
set,
don't need to
why
do
don't you
anything, but
strip-
your cards.
Yeah, but my
They
God.
have instruction. What is your?
That's what they do to them is. That's
Do you know how
something
do you know how you,
else.
do you know how you catch
Enough said.
wild pigs?
Mm-hmm.
You know when
Shoot
you
them.
when you put the
Is that
my-
what you?
My
Are you
God.
trying to say something?
No, the
Kind of
thing
wild
is that
wolf
those guards, they've got their own methods of discipline. They do some wild things.
And there's much worse things than death.
Jail. They're much worse things. Really.
Well, yeah. I mean,
is there worse things than Zimbabwean jail? Is there really?
I'm pretty sure there is. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know survivors.
Well,
So, dude, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, can't you set some traps like I was saying before with
Big
the wild
mouse trap.
boar? Isn't there like you can build a ditch and have spikes coming up and then put leaves on top?
well,
Just enough
know-
to not kill the own, but
Yeah.
to go quite deep.
it becomes a real legal thing. But I mean, like from where I am, from where like my
From where
whole
you
operation is, I can
sitting.
kind of see. There's like a hill where the
Right.
rest of my, and I can see what they're doing up there, and I can see a person walking, and I know my guys are in the uniform, what they look like. They've got an orange hat, overalls, reflective
So
things.
you know the guy's not
if
from there.
someone's then
We
we
need
just
to land there with now we know that he's got no security.
And we know the
He's got
uniform
the
we need as
we
well.
got the uniform now.
if I check the world's shortest man and the world's tallest man there, I'd also I phone
Son,
the cops.
we're
Hey,
gonna walk
call
in
the
a
cops.
line like this. So sometimes you'll see one own, but there'll be two.
You'll walk behind a cow.
All right, well,
Excellent, man.
well, that's interesting, man. Not a lot of people that are listening out there are involved in gold and gold mining. It's not as glamorous as you say.
Yeah, but it
I mean,
sounds glamorous. And
but
when you watch
can
it on
make
like,
some money.
Yeah,
I tell you what,
Yeah, I know you make a bit of money, but I mean,
you can play golf 5 times a week.
you know,
I only played 3 times this week.
damn it, times are hard. These ones have stolen a lot from you, man.
Oh, you have to go out and set traps.
Yeah. Anyway, so it does look quite glamorous when you watch like the Nat Geos or what, the reality TVs, the
And you
gold
know,
rush.
it's a lot of fun,
No,
man.
wait,
It's a lot of
they
fun.
used to have those guys that went out to the Klondike. Then he went to the Brazilian jungle. That Matt Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that young
what is it
guy,
called?
man.
Gold Strike or something. What is it? I don't know.
I don't
Gold
watch
Rush, I
TV
think.
God, I used to
anymore.
watch it, but then I realized, then I heard it was a big setup, man, and I was pretty disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nice that people
We
can
should-
find gold.
Well,
which
they
is
should
like-
do it. They should do a TV show on Big Derrick over
Oh,
here.
no.
So
I'm
another
not nearly pretty enough for that, man.
Fisticuffs and everything.
another fact which always blows my mind is the that all the gold outside of the ground, which is in other words mined, is only 21 meters by 21 meters by 21 meters.
It's a tiny little thing, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, hold on. We need to explain that before we run out of time. All the gold that has been mined in the world
Mhm.
since gold has been mined that we know of
Yeah.
in our human history
Mhm.
is a lump of gold that is 21 meters by
Cubed.
21 meters by 21 meters.
Yeah, and I think
Yep.
for those listening in America, it's 25 yards by 25 yards by 25 yards.
No one's listening in America.
They love us there, man. I guarantee you, the Hoff and Mike Tyson,
They cannot even understand
Arnold
what the
Schwarzenegger,
hell
they're
we're
all
saying.
listening up now.
Hey, I
Listen
mean,
to me, you must get out of here.
there's nothing like no harm in inviting one of those celebs to even a Zoom podcast. It's fine, you can come, no problem.
All right,
Best show you'll ever be
why
on.
don't we just invite the Donald himself?
The Trump man.
Man, I tell you what, guys.
That's
do
an
it,
open
man.
call for Donald Trump.
I
The
mean,
supreme
you'll have
leader-
time
wait,
soon.
hold on.
You know the
Before-
CIA is listening in.
Guys, before we actually...
Man, they were the first downloader.
there is something that we need to just briefly chat about if we have enough time. I'm looking over at the studio.
No, we did
We're
not have
done.
enough
All right,
time.
We'll talk
so
about... We'll talk about...
we'll
eating.
put it on there
Yeah,
next
that's
time.
it. All right. Guys, thanks, Derrick. And season's up, guys.
Nice one. Nice one. Thanks.
Oh, thank
Derek.
you. Thank you for having me, man.
Cheers.
All right,
Good
cheers.
sack.